Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Tuesday to you all. Let us continue with the latest QWER drop from, well, technically this dropped yesterday, but I couldn't get around to it yesterday, so we are getting around to it today. So, we have just checked out the title track. Well, as I'm recording this, we just checked out the title track about 5 minutes ago. What an interesting time. Story-wise, I have no idea what happened in that MV. Musically, a little bit different. I have a comment about the title track that I need to make once we get around to it in the actual album. But, of course, this is QWER we're talking about here. But the fact that, well, we've got, you know... Oh, hold on. Yeah, we've got both of their previous albums on the shelf over there. And we are going to be checking out the rest of the album because that is what we do here. We check out the albums as well. We have a... Well, it's a 6-track mini album with an intro and an outro. So technically it's 8 songs long, but it's like a 6+2 in a way. But we have B-sides to check out, and that is what's important because every single album that QWER has dropped so far has had that album, or not that album, that B-side for me. Harmony of Stars with a Harmony from Discord, Ferris Wheel from the Manito album. Hopefully there can be another just glorious B-side, or 2 or 3 or however many there may be, off of Algorithms of Blossom, the latest in line with QWER drop. Hopefully Tower Records stocks these soon because I want to add that to the shelf. I also think a nice bright yellow album just looks very nice following. Well, nice and bright pink, nice sky blue, and a nice bright yellow album. It's a very nice colorful album collection that QWER have. But you know what? I've waffled for long enough. Let's roll intro real quick and get started with the album. So roll intro one time. So, a 6+2 starting with an intro, 6 songs, and then an outro. Let's get her started. Track number 1, Intro. Titled Intro. Lyrics by Lee Dong-hyuk, Kim Hye-jung. Composition and arrangement by Idiot Tape. Unfortunately, no lyric video, so we don't understand what they're singing or talking about, but... twinkly synths, marching band snare. It's a little bit loud. I am amazed, like, you know, in My Name Is Malguem we also had more prominent keys, but we're getting more prominent keys across the board on this album, I think. It's really loud though, hold on. Why did it get so loud? Guess we're just gonna let it dissipate. Yeah, we're just gonna let it dissipate. It's almost like a triumphant opening, in a way. I do love how gradually it grows, though. That is one of my favorite parts about that intro, is the fact that it takes its time to, like, get up to volume, to get up to speed. It does get up to volume really loudly, though. Like, it's loud. And I don't know, again, that may be a whole YouTube thing, as well. It wouldn't be the first time on this album where YouTube processing is like screwed over QWER project in terms of like audio leveling and audio quality and stuff. Actually, we'll talk about that in a second here, but yeah, it's like the way it, you know, opens, the way it When I mean open, I mean like when the sound opens, when it just gradually grows. It does feel like the start of a story, like a start of an adventure, a sunrise, if you will. That just like slow build, and then when it peaks, it's just it spreads all around you. It's a very appropriate intro track, I feel like. But of course we got to keep her moving because there's plenty of more music to check out. Now, we're skipping 2 songs here because track number 2 is the pre-release Fake Idol. Track number 3 is the title track My Name Is Malguem. So I'm gonna read off the credits very quickly, and then talk about My Name Is Malguem a little bit because there's a point I need to make about My Name Is Malguem that I learned after checking out the MV. So, track number 2, Fake Idol. Of course, the pre-release lyrics by Lee Dong-hyuk, Magenta and Hina. Kim Hye-jung, Gesture and Elam. Composition, Lee Dong-hyuk, Gesture, Hey Farmer, Ayushi from the Hub, and Kwon Ae-jin of Monotree. Also, we got a little bit of a Monotree inclusion. That's very cool. Love that. Arrangement, Lee Dong-hyuk and Hong Hoon-ki. Which now takes us to track number 3. The title track, My Name Is Malguem. Lyrics by Miss Jun Soyeon of G-Idol. Composition, Soyeon, Pop Time, Daily, and Likey with the same team on arrangement. First of all, I love the fact that we get a composer and producer Miss Jun Soyeon on a QWER track. I love that connection. But the main thing I wanted to talk about My Name Is Malguem is I mentioned when we were watching the MV that it felt really top-loaded in the mixing department. Like, it felt really mid and treble heavy. So much to the point where it felt like Magenta's bass part really wasn't there. So, in between checking out the album and having checked out the MV, I went on Spotify and listened to the streaming version of My Name Is Malguem. Can confirm the bass is a lot more prominent, like the bottom end of the song is a lot more prominent on Spotify. So I'm gonna let the top end loaded comment slide a little bit on the MV front. That's just YouTube being YouTube and absolutely butchering the sound engineering. Also, I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get Kim Gi-ran appearing in the MV because it's been one of my favorite things about QWER MVs recently is seeing Mr. CEO, Mr. Kim Gi-ran just kind of appear somewhere. We didn't get that this time, and I'm a little bit sad by that. Or at least, if he did, I didn't notice. But I think that's all the comments I needed to make about it. Let's continue with the first of the fresh B-sides. Track number 4, Let's Love. Lyrics by Lee Dong-hyuk, Kim Hye-jung, Miss Xiaoming, and Gesture. Composition, Lee Dong-hyuk, Hong Hoon-ki, Elam, Gesture, Shannon, and Chodan on composition. Cool. With Lee Dong-hyuk and Hong Hoon-ki on arrangement. Got a little bit of a swing to it, okay. Significantly brighter than I thought we were gonna get. Tab. Even when it kind of ramps up, we're still really heavily leaning into that swing beat. Cool. Cool little call and response going on here. I'll get up in your head voice one time. And then we just it kind of like naturally tapers off at the end, so we transition right into verse 2. Getting a little bit more playful rhythmically in verse 2. Now I'm kind of liking the fact that this doesn't immediately give off like the otaku vibes that I feel like QWER have become synonymous for. Oh, that's really clever, actually. By starting the final chorus acoustic guitar only with straight strum patterns, it completely flips the sensation of what the beat is supposed to be. Because now that the drum part is back, it's got that back and forth swing back again. Huh. Yeah, Let's Love definitely leans into the more kind of traditional band type music, and I like that. You know, we're getting to see band QWER, not otaku QWER, and I appreciate that quite a lot. The swing beat is actually kind of terrific. It's a little bit addictive in a way too, in the way it just kind of naturally just swings back and forth like that. Just, I find that there's a lot of charm in a song with a nice swing beat like that. And this one, for sure, like, if we're looking at, you know, My Name is Malguem and even the intro track, if we're including that as well, this definitely leans heavier into, you know, Hina's guitar, and I don't know if Shino's playing guitar here as well, but like, definitely leaning into Hina's guitar side and instrumental rather than getting the really keyboard heavy instrumental tracks that we've gotten, I feel like, on this album, which is nice. It's like, I'm still waiting for the one song where we get Hina absolutely going bananas on her guitar. I like, now knowing the backstory behind how QWER like formed and stuff, I know that the whole kind, like, there's the, I don't want to call it like a confidence hurdle, but you know, not everyone here is like had gone to Hanlon for that instrument or has training with that instrument, like a long time experience with their instruments, right? I'm waiting for that one song that really puts Hina's and her guitar just front and center in the spotlight. You know, assuming she wants to do it at some point. She could be one of those guitarists that is perfectly comfortable playing what the 80s like rock scene would have called your rhythm guitar, or at least on lead guitar with not so many like big outlandish solos and stuff. But one day I reckon we'll get that. But on this album, like Let's Love, very much guitar centric, so I'm loving that we get to hear more guitar Hina again. But let's keep her moving. Track in number 5, Run Run Run. 3 runs, all lowercase, all followed up by exclamation points. Lyrics, composition, and arrangement all across the board by Sumin. Hello, Miss Magenta. Hello, keyboard. Hello, Chodan. Oh, Chodan bringing vocal sauce to the table. Hold on a second. Just go super pretty all of a sudden? This song for QWER is, I almost want to call it experimental in a way, because it's so different. I love how different it is, though. Is that Magenta on the vocal? Yeah, this is not your typical QWER song. But I love the fact that they're exploring uncharted territory now, because they're doing a really good job of it. What is happening? What is all this vocal sauce? Oh, please, someone make it, like, I wonder if anyone on Genius has done line distribution for this, because this is not your typical QWER song. No, 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 no. In fact, hold on. I usually save this for the very end. I need to figure out what the comments are like on this album. Yeah, there's many people commenting about wanting to see Magenta absolutely ball out on the intro Run Run Run. I agree wholeheartedly. No, I done the whole spiel about on Let's Love about how we're getting more guitarist Tina. I was holding off on making a comment about bassist Magenta because, you know, like, I feel like on various live performances and stuff, I feel like there's been glimpses of bassist Magenta, and it was only a matter of time before we were gonna get it. I didn't think we'd get it literally on the next song though, but the fact that, I mean, Chodan has such a recognizable voice that, or at least now that I know that it's her voice, that it's immediately identifiable when she's singing. But I feel like on Run Run Run, she is singing. Like, I'm struggling to figure out where Shion got vocal parts in this, because I feel like a lot of it, at least for my ears on first listen, was Chodan and Magenta, who are two vocals that we don't get a whole lot of in the QWER discography. We get them in sporadic bursts here and there, but like, they went in on this and absolutely balled out with it. Oh my goodness. Like, for me, this is QWE, in terms of like the general QWER discography, this is for me the least QWER-esque song that I think they've done, but at the same time, the most out-of-the-box QWER song that we've ever gotten. Because this immediately doesn't scream anime vibes to me. It doesn't immediately scream like... I feel like QWER, for me, has been pretty vocal-centric. When you have a former J-pop idol taking lead vocal and stuff, it kind of, you understand why. But nothing of this is like previous QWER songs, like bass and drum lead, getting Chodan vocal on a good chunk of the song. The fact that it doesn't scream kind of cutesy, quirky music at all. That is a memorable QWER track for me. I'm extremely impressed by that. But of course we have to keep moving because I can't keep waffling about this for too long. Track number 6. Goodbye My Sadness. Lyrics by Lee Dong-hyuk, Kim Hye-jung, Gesture Elam, Magenta and Xiaoming. Magenta and Xion. Composition Lee Dong-hyuk, Han Ah-young, Gesture Elam, and Chodan once again. Lee Dong-hyuk and Han Young on arrangement. I did see that the song was 4.5 minutes long, which is bonkers in this day and age. Like, that is two songs in this K-pop economy. Fake riser there. Like, that was entirely setting up to be a big, punchy, like, anthem drop. This was a little bit quiet for now. Hello, spider friend. Are you here to listen to QWER as well? Little jumping spiders on the curtain right behind the camera. Oh, not as firm as I thought it was going to be. So is this the chorus and that before was the pre-chorus then? Hello string section, good to see you again. There's kind of a cinematic nature to this song in a way, and I really like it. It kind of gives me, like, if Ferris Wheel and Harmony from Discord, not Harmony from Discord, Harmony of Stars, like, had a baby, is what Goodbye My Sadness would feel like. The string glissando to hit the drop. Thank you. Thank you, music team, because you got the assignment. Like, for me, this has the prettiness of, you know, Harmony and Stars, with like the kind of punchiness you get from Ferris Wheel, right? The faster pace of Ferris Wheel. And a string section, I'm always gonna enjoy a string section. Love how breathy and how soft certain parts of the vocal line is. Sneak a key change in one time, why don't you? Come on, Hina. Come on, Hina. Give me more. Give me more, Hina. Man, that is all the best things about a ballad and anthem put together and just... Oh. Oh, yes, absolutely. And once again, it does feel like this album is a lot more explorative when it comes to pushing the boundaries of what QWER can do. And for that, I thank them. Very much so, because they are definitely proven that they can do a lot of stuff with their music. But yeah, Goodbye My Sadness is gorgeous. It's spectacular. And it's got such a delicate tone to it. But when the drop comes around, it's so firm and so nice. And then you pair it with the gorgeous string section, and it really is like taking Harmony of Stars and Ferris Wheel and putting them together. Especially since the orchestral version of Harmony of Stars is still very fresh in my mind. Like, you know, you get a string section involved, my brain's automatically going to go to that. But like for me, Goodbye My Sadness is, I think, a little bit too fast to be a proper ballad, but it has every single trait that you want from a ballad in it. It's got the emotional sounding vocals to it. It's got the prettiness on the instrumental section. It's got the swells and the ebbs and flows that go straight for the heart as you're listening to it. And honestly, if this album ended with the song, I wouldn't even be mad at it. Because this could definitely pass as being the finale song on an album. But it isn't, because, well, we have one more full-length song to go, as well as an outro track. So, track number 7, titled Rebound. Lyrics by Lee Dong-hyuk and Kim Hye-jung. Composition Lee Dong-hyuk, Elam Gesture, and Han Ah-young, with Lee Dong-hyuk, Han Ah-young, and Kim Sung-jun on arrangement. Are we going to end on a little hopeful number? Or is it TBH 2.0? It feels like TBH 2.0 right now. Also, hello string section once again. Oh, sorry, hold on, get too ahead of myself there. We're home, baby! Alright, Shielding, okay. And you know what? I was saying, I wanted some, like, firm lead guitar Hina. It's firm guitar Hina. I'm also loving the, it's like the school bell chimes coming in. Chodan keeping that beat moving this time in pre-chorus too with the toms. Gosh, Shion going crazy vocally on this one. Alright, you know, get a little tasty with it. I wonder who's playing the keys on this album, because whoever's in charge of keyboards got a lot more work going on. Oh, little stutter step, alright. I can see this one being a staple in QWER's like festival playlists. Yeah, abso-freaking-lutely. Like this is what QWER's sound is essentially for those who are kind of like, I would say, you know, title track merchants in a way. This is that QWER sound, just fun, energetic, fast, slightly gives off anime vibes. And the fact that this entire era really has been kind of sonically a little bit different, but at the very end we come back home. It really does feel like an adventure that's come full circle, because this album really across the board has felt a little bit more explorative in terms of what they've done. But the fact that we end the kind of explorative adventure with Goodbye My Sadness, it feels like a natural ending of the story. And then QWER do the method of party banger encore song to finish the album. Admittedly, yes, there is an outro following this, but the fact that all the new music has a little bit of a fresh, different take on it, but the final true song on the album, the encore song, say this was a concert set list, right? Rebound is that encore song, and it is prime QWER. Like, this is, if you had to kind of explain to a brand new fan of this group what is like the standard QWER sound, so to speak. So you've got, you know, Discord, you got TBH, and honestly for this album, Rebound. That is your control when it comes to QWER music. And I'm so glad that they've dropped one in here, because one, the song's an absolute banger. Two, it kind of has like a hopeful energy to it. Like all the school bell chimes going off kind of gives me like the Boys Nectar NCT Dreams graduation. It feels like, you know, end of the story, but we're gonna like another one. What's the saying? As one chapter ends, another begins, or like something along those lines. It's got kind of that vibe to it. Also, the fact that we got lead guitarist Tina across the board. You can put it on the body, yes, on this one. And the fact that, you know, on Let's Love, I made the comment of, okay, like, I'm waiting for lead guitarist Tina to go just ball out. I think she might have balled out on Rebound a little bit, and I'm here for it. Like, the fact that I made the comment about Hina in Let's Love, and in my head kind of made the same comment about Magenta, and then we went into Run Run Run, which had Magenta balling out on bass, and 2 songs later on Rebound, we got Hina balling out on guitar. And I guess on this song in general, everyone just balled out, didn't they? Because Xiaoming had her super high notes. And honestly, Chodan on this song, really, Chodan like puts the song together. The way, I've always said this about drummers, but they hold so much power in the band setup and don't get enough credit for it. Rebound and like the pacing behind it is only doable because Chodan is playing drums on it. Like, she understands exactly what type of beat you need, when and where, and what pace you need to go at. And it just, oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. And, of course, that was the final song on the album. But we have one last outro to get through. This is track number 8, simply titled Outro. Lyrics by Lee Dong-hyuk and Kim Hye-jung, with Idiot Tape on arrangement and composition. So exactly the same team as the intro. Okay, this has the triumphant feeling to it. Like, this has that fanfare quality to it. This has, you have saved the princess, you've beaten the final boss vibes.
우리라는 모습으로 다시 씨앗이 퍼져나가는 그날까지.
Let Chodan take us out on snare? Yep. Oh, that's very nice. Now that is an outro song. And structurally, I'm pretty sure it's the exact mirror of what intro was. In fact, I'm going to do a little experiment in a minute here. I'm going to queue up intro and then outro back to back and just let them run, see how they sound together. But yeah, intro kind of felt like had that triumphant like opening to it, but outro has that triumphant feeling to it. This is the winner's circle. This is the victory speech. This is the victory parade. This is hoisting the flag atop the castle of your former enemy. Even though this album did not feel like a super challenging album to follow, listening to a song like that does make it feel like you just accomplished a Herculean task afterwards. And it's actually very well put together. It's a very pretty song. A little bit loud on the mix. Exactly. I mean, intro had a similar issue as well, but it's a very pretty song. And I wonder, I'm still trying to figure out if I can manage to ship my iwi from America to Japan again. Because I miss playing my iwi, but the synth part in both intro and outro feels like it could have been played on iwi of sorts, and it makes me want to learn it, but I need the iwi for that. That costs money because I have to ship it here. International shipping is expensive, especially when the thing you're shipping has batteries in it. Oh, but I'm gonna run an experiment real quick. I'm gonna move intro in the YouTube queue down. I'm gonna shut up and just let those two songs run back to back and see what happens. So I should probably lower the volume because I know how loud this gets.
맑고 푸른 새벽이 다가왔을 때 소중한 마음을 차곡히 담아 우리라는 씨앗을 심었어.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a fade out here. That's gonna ruin the experience a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna try that again. Oh.
맑고 푸른 새벽이 다가왔을 때 소중한 마음을 차곡히 담아 우리라는 씨앗을 심었어.
Also, it doesn't directly connect. There is a buffer on both sides. Okay. But now having to listen to them back to back, it's very clear that outro has extra layers going on top of it, especially that extra brassy synth section. And then we fade it out. Also, is it two separate? It's like the intro had two members and the outro has two members. Is that how it works? And they're different members? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure one of the members talking in the outro is Hina, and I'm pretty sure she wasn't involved with the intro unless in that final group message that we got. So, oh, that's very nice. Adventurous QWER. I am so here for it. There's a certain what's the best way to explain it? Like, you know, if we look on the back shelf, Harmony from Discord was, you know, getting the ball rolling. That Manito album, we're seeing the improvement. We're seeing how they're, you know, meshing together a lot more comfortably, how more comfortable they sound with their instruments behind the mic. But it's like, now that they've gotten the like the first time jitters out of the way, they got rid of it with that Manito album, and now they're more comfortable with their instruments. Like, that nervousness isn't there anymore. So with Algorithms Blossom, they had the kind of, say, mental freedom, so to speak, to just explore what they can do musically, and I love that. I've said, and I still do believe, that for an artist's career, if you ever make it to the 3rd official release, that is your most important drop for me. Because drop 1, so debut, gets the ball rolling. 2 shows off your improvement, but number 3 is what establishes your sound. What QWER have done with Algorithms Blossom is not just establish that fact, but has made it almost a little bit vague. So, sure, that QWER sound is still there with songs like, you know, Rebound is very much your kind of stereotypical QWER music, if you even can call it that. But Algorithms Blossom has made it so QWER aren't just that one-track otaku-based band anymore. They have shown that they can really, you know, branch out and do some more typical band-sounding stuff, and do it at the exact same caliber of quality as their more, you know, otaku-oriented music. And that, for me, is the selling point of Algorithms Blossom for me, and this entire era in general. They are not just an otaku band anymore. They are a proper bona fide band, and they have proven it. Like, they came with receipts on this album. And honestly, I knew I was gonna like this. It's just, I love this group. I love what they stand for. I love what they do. I love how they came to be. I love, like, the story behind this group. I love the tremendous amount of success they're finding now. I love the fact that they're almost becoming like a cult classic band in a way. Like, they have a cult following. They're like, not a hidden diamond in the rough anymore, but they have a sneakily large following now, because I think they deserve it. But the thing that really sells it for me is just how good their music is, how fun their music is, how, like, mentally evocative their music is. Like, this entire album really gets my musical brain going in the best way possible. And the fact that they're doing that, and doing it at a higher level, and at a higher quality every single time, blows my mind. Because if that is the rate that they're, you know, increasing their ability, where the hell are they going to end up next album? Because, like, we've covered uncharted territory now. Now it's just a matter of all right, QWER, the restrictors are gone. QWER unleashed for whatever album we get next. And I don't know if we're ready for that. I don't know if us Rift Scuttlers are going to be ready for that. Like, I don't know if we're going to be physically or mentally ready for it, because I reckon it's going to blow our minds. And I can't wait. I can't wait to meet my demise by the hands of QWER's glory and their music. So, passionate rant over. Ow! Bloody hell, I just punched my desk. So, long rant over. I'm going to leave it here before I go on an extremely passionate tangent that lasts for about another 15 minutes. So, thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, you know, checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. Oh, it is actually starting to bruise a little bit. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Ow, that actually really hurt.